So we've got a couple pairs of skis right here and some, looks like some vintage ski poles. We don't do a whole lot of skiing, so it's not like we're gonna need access to these all the time in the winter. So my idea is to take them off the ground. I didn't want to stand them up in this corner over here because they'll just get knocked over eventually. But if we go up a little bit further, we got some space right here. So let me take some measurements out here and come up with a contraption that will hopefully hold those pretty well. Now, I'm sure some of you are thinking, like, just keep it simple, stupid, and just put 2 more of these over in this space, and then that way I can lay the skis and the poles on top of that. I could very easily do that, not a problem, but I want to challenge myself and see if I can make something that hangs on this side and then also on this side, so that I can put 1 pair over here, 1 pair over there, and I don't know, I guess just see if I can come up with something a little bit cooler than that. All right, total depth, we're looking at 12 inches. In between here, we're at just under 9. And we've got approximately 2.5 inches in width. And if we got them spaced out like that, let's call it 3 inches just to give us a little extra room.
So this is the first design that I came up with. Basically, it's an uppercase E with slight angles on each of the fingers so that the poles and the skis don't fall off.
And my go-to to fasten material down to the wasteboard is just some brad nails.
And I set up all my files so that the center of the design is at the 0, 0 point, hence why you see me lining up the bit on the center of the material. Then I can zero everything out on the machine and hit play.
All right, so to cut all 4 of these out took about 10.5 minutes. Now I just got to cut them free from the tabs. A little bit of leftover tab right there. Look at that. Traditional woodworking tools in conjunction with a CNC. Who would have guessed? Just gonna hand drill these. Man, those are not centered. Holy cow. Wow, do better than I did. For the heck of it, I'm just gonna spray paint these. All right, so as you can see, these work out just fine. I've got this bracket sitting on top of this bottom cord, and then over on this side, I had to raise it up just a little bit so that the ends of these skis weren't resting on these water pipes. So, you know, it kind of hurts my soul a little bit that these aren't even, but it is what it is. Now, this isn't anything revolutionary by any means. Essentially, it's a couple fingers sticking out and just holding up the skis and the ski poles. So I was like, I think I can come up with something a little bit more unique, maybe cooler. So I went back to the drawing board, and this is what I came up with. It's gonna hold the skis a little bit differently. They're gonna sit on their edges, and then the poles can rest up here on this top little hook. So let me get this hung up over on this side and put some more skis up. And then I don't have another set of poles, but essentially they just sit right up on top there. So if you kind of missed how that went in there, let me bring you in closer so you can see. So how this works is, let me take it out real quick. So you insert it from the bottom and then slip it up and all the way to the top of the channel and then drop it down. And then this right here catches it so that the ski doesn't fall out. And then there's no way that these can get out of there unless you actually intentionally lift it up and tilt it out, bring it out. And then I've only got one set of poles, but essentially the poles would just rest in that top little hook. So we've got this design, pretty simple. And then we've got this design, a little bit more unique, not crazy. And I'll have both of these designs available for download. Just check the description box down below and there'll be a link to them. So what did you all think of this? Was this a little bit overkill, or should I just slap some of these boards across here and then throw the skis on top? Probably would have been a little bit easier. I mean, practically speaking, this is the way to go. Just slap these boards up here and you're basically done in like 10 minutes. But personally, I like to try to challenge myself to come up with a little bit different solution, although it might not be as practical as just putting a board across here. I don't know, it's just fun to design different things, I guess. And if you guys want to make either one of these brackets yourself, I'll have the digital file for them down below in the description box, so make sure to go check those out. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.